Welcome into the defining numbers delivered by FedEx. My name is Kay Murray. I'm joined in the studio by Ali Moreno and Stevie Nicol, and we're looking ahead to the Champions League final this season between Liverpool and Real Madrid. And to do that, we're going to compare some of the key players. Oh boy. So let's start with Karim Benzema against Mohamed Salah. Taking a look here at the number of games and goals and assists, you see that Benzema has the advantage.
He does, and Karim Benzema, not only do I pick him ahead of Mo Salah, I pick him ahead of everybody else right now in the world. That's how good he has been. For me, he has been, over the last few months, the best player in the world. And so therefore, no matter who you put on the other side, I'm still taking Karim Benzema. He has been outstanding. His goals have been critical. His execution in the final third, big pressure penalties. Everything that you can ask from a striker, he's been doing. He's been given a clinic how to play the position. I'm taking Karim Benzema.
If you have to put a case forward for Salah, what would it be?
Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go about it a different way. You know, I think it's unfair to try and pick a better player. I'm going to go from the angle of which one is more important for the team. And there's no question that the answer to that is Benzema. You take Benzema out of Real Madrid, you're taking 50% of what's good about them. If you take Salah out of Liverpool, then Liverpool can still win. So I'm not going to go the angle of who's the best player. I'm going to go in the angle of who's the biggest impact. And there's no question Benzema has a bigger impact for Real Madrid. And as good as Salah and as important as Salah is for Liverpool, I still think Liverpool could win without Salah, which isn't happening for Real Madrid.
So the numbers favour Karim Benzema in this aspect, and so too did the panel. We're going to get to the goalkeepers next, because these goalkeepers have proved key in certain moments for their sides this season. It is Thibaut Courtois against Alisson. Same number of games, just one difference in the goals allowed. Courtois 14 conceded, Alisson 13, 4 clean sheets. So here, Alisson has the edge. Does he have the edge, though, for you as a goalkeeper?
Yes. Both of them right now, when they're called upon, are making big saves. And I don't think you can edge one over the other for that. But the edge goes to Alisson because his feet, no question, are better than Courtois'. So that is the only thing that separates them. As far as keeping goal, I just don't think you can separate them right now, because they're both doing the same things at the same level, which is top. But Courtois' feet are not close to Alisson's feet, and so that's why I'm going to go with Alisson.
But does Courtois suit perfectly this Real Madrid side? Is he the right goalkeeper for this team?
Yes, and I think he has taken his game to an entirely different level. He's always been a good goalkeeper, but now he's become a great goalkeeper in the conversation of one of the best in the world, if not the best currently. I look at Thibaut Courtois and I see a guy who seemingly every save that he made for Real Madrid in Champions League was a big save, was a huge save. And Alisson certainly does the same thing for Liverpool, but it just feels like the platform for Courtois has been a bigger platform, given the fact that there's been so much drama and tension in the Real Madrid series, whether that's against PSG, Chelsea, Manchester City. The platform has been bigger for him, and he seemed to have come up with bigger saves. Now, that's just perception, but the truth is that Real Madrid would not be where they are if Thibaut Courtois was not in goal.
Let's get to impact substitutions next then. Two names that we're bringing up here is Rodrygo and Luis Diaz.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, just taking a look. 6 of these games are with Porto for Diaz, as you can see, of the 12 there. 10 for Rodrygo. Goals scored, Rodrygo 5, Diaz 4. Assist Rodrygo 2 and Diaz 1. Who would you go for, Ale?
So, in general, in life, I would take Luis Diaz. I think Luis Diaz is the signing of the year for me and has been incredibly impactful for Liverpool. And certainly, we usually talk about players taking time to get used to their surroundings. Never mind that. He has made an impact from the moment he joined Liverpool and has added himself into the equation seamlessly. But I have to go with Rodrygo in that, again, much like Courtois, his goals have kept Real Madrid in this Champions League. It's funny that we picked 3 players from Real Madrid, Karim Benzema, Thibaut, Courtois, and Rodrygo, and you can make an argument for all 3 that Real Madrid would be nowhere near the finals of Champions League had Rodrygo not been part of the mix, had Courtois not been part of the mix, had Karim Benzema not been part of the mix. The goals by Rodrygo were game changers, momentum changers, and gave life to Real Madrid time and time again when they were dead. I'm going to take Rodrygo in Champions League, but in life, I'm going to take Luis Diaz.
What about you, Stevie?
You cannot go, or you cannot, there's no way you can pick anybody else apart from Rodrygo in the Champions League. You know, if Real Madrid go on to win the Champions League and you buy the next Real Madrid Champions League video, 1000% Rodrygo is going to be remembered for these goals. If Liverpool win the Champions League, we're not going to be talking about the Luis Diaz goals. We're not. Rodrygo, on the other hand, is going to be remembered forever by Real Madrid fans if they go on to win the Champions League. So you cannot go anywhere else other than Rodrygo.
But you wouldn't mind a hat-trick from Luis Diaz in the final.
That may change it. You may want to come back and ask us this question after the final.
The former Liverpool
But right
player.
now, Rodrygo.
Would you start Luis Diaz for Liverpool in the final?
Yes. Easy peasy. Up until recently, I always thought that Firmino should start with make that the 3 Musketeers, get them back together, because for me, he knits everything together. But now, not only because Firmino hasn't been playing well and has had problems with injuries, but Luis Diaz, what he's been doing recently, is basically telling Jurgen Klopp, you need to play me, and I would.
Isn't that incredible, though, to come in when he did and to become that important in this Liverpool side, Ale?
I'm thinking when Liverpool reached out to Luis Diaz, Jurgen Klopp would have been thinking, it's a nice piece to have. It's a guy that is going to give us numbers and is going to give us depth, that is another option, and high energy with speed. Yeah, we can use this guy. Now it's not so much about we can use this guy. It's almost as if we're not the same when he's not on the field. And that says a lot about Luis Diaz. I think that even Jurgen Klopp would admit that they were not expecting this much productivity from Luis Diaz and this sort of impact from Luis Diaz.
Yep, Champions League final coming up between Liverpool and Real Madrid on May 28th. These have been the defining numbers delivered by FedEx.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.